My cultural heritage is Zulu, and some of the most important cultural celebrations in African culture generally require us to slaughter of an ox or a cow for our ancestral dainties. And due to the fact that these cultural celebrations or practices are private and not regulated by the government, often the carcasses and the skins that remain after the ceremonies are often wasted. So what we've realized as a business, as Moboto, is this niche, and we've identified and decided not to only benefit from this valuable resource, which is of the unprocessed leather, but also just to contribute to the national job creation initiatives in South Africa. My name is Sobegile Mkhize. I am the CEO and founder of Moboto. We are in a business of designing as well as creating luxury goods using waste material that is sourced from our local tanneries. So I grew up in a rural village in a place called Mtwalume. I was raised by my grandparents, and my grandfather owned some cattle. He's late now. As I was stepping out and I was going out in the yard, I actually spotted the brown and white pattern one, and I just fell in love with it. And from that moment, I thought this will be the best way to start a business that will make quality, excellent products. So that was when Moboto was born, and the inspiration of the brand comes from our Zulu heritage. And growing up, what I understood about culture is that cattle is wealth. Currently, our main anchor products at this point are the ladies' handbags, but we do make gender-neutral products. Our business started in 2017. As being the founder, I decided to just go and follow my passion because I had recently resigned from my day job, and I thought to myself, you know what, this is a great opportunity for me to create a change not only for myself. Our approach is like a win-win situation for all affected stakeholders. So the members of the community would offer an educational and a skills development programs to them. And one of the ways that we have connected with our stakeholders, like the tanneries, is to invite them to give more education about the preservation of skins. And that's what we offer, is the education part of rehabilitation of skins, as well as transferring the leather work skills into people in our community. I also have a network that I created in 2020 during the COVID pandemic. One of the most difficult moments that I felt that most females, in fact all of us in the world, needed some motivation. So I approached one of our local government departments to put together like a meeting for the women who lead and run their own businesses locally. And my focus was more on uplifting as well as motivating up-and-coming businesswomen.
I think when I started to venture into business and, sort of quitting my job, it was like, it's a very hard decision. Inside me, I felt like I'm not serving my full purpose, and there was no space for growth or anything. So I was like, you know what, let me just go and start something that is going to be my own, build my own empire. And my mom could not understand. Why would you actually start giving into communities, NPOs, there's no money, and then you need to invest the money that you've worked hard for?
So the Female Boss Collective network was then launched in 2020. And basically the event was just for us to start a conversation about talking about our businesses and the challenges that we're going through, as well as womanhood in business, and just to share some ideas and knowledge how far we've come and where we are going. And one of the ways is and how we connect with all the other creatives in South Africa is working together with local photographers, local models who want to really make it up there in the modeling world. and Moboto is one of the companies that leads by example, that wants to show that you can create a product from scratch or from nothing to creating a big product that is recognizable in the world. So we want to hope and to carry on with that and to ensure that even the next generation or the upcoming young people, the young females that are seeing and we show that, you know, if you're a businesswoman, you can own a business, a successful business. You can use even though you might have limited resources, limited infrastructure, you might have limited operational capital, limited machineries, it is possible. So we want to definitely lead by example.